On behalf of our whole class, we just want to say congratulations on getting in. We are all excited to meet you this fall.
Today I just wanted to let you know a little bit about Fort Worth, why I love it so much.
I'm going to tell you why Fort Worth is going to be the city you love.
Y'all, Fort Worth is one of the coolest cities in Texas.
I'm from a small town, and I was kind of nervous to move to Fort Worth because it's a pretty big city, but it's got a really small town feel. But the bonus is there's everything that a big city has to offer.
Today we just have a few recommendations. We want to share with you some recommendations that we have of where to go eat, where to hang out when you're here in Fort Worth. There's plenty to do in the 30 months that you'll be here.
Some of my recommendations for living around here: if you live near or on West 7th, you can pretty much walk to anything. So there's Super Target, Natural Grocers, Starbucks. The Trinity trails are just behind me and they're really nice.
One of my favorite things to do in Fort Worth is to go for a run on the Trinity or go for a walk with my dog Abby here.
The Trinity River is by far my favorite place.
One of my favorite things to do is either walk the Trinity trails with my friends in the program, or we'll all go to a yoga class together at Core Power Yoga.
Even though we're studying, we still have time to go get dinner with our classmates, or something that my friends and I love to do is there's so many different workout places that we all have a class pass, and after class we'll all go to a spin class or a yoga class just to kind of decompress before we start studying for the night.
Let's start with restaurants. So
I want to share a couple of my favorite restaurants. The first one is Snooze. It's a brunch restaurant on West 7th, which is pretty close to our campus.
There is a brunch place called Yoke. It is in Sundance Square, which is a really cool part of downtown that you should go check out.
Tuk Tuk Thai has amazing Thai food.
I really like this place called Spice. It's a Thai restaurant on Magnolia Street, which is really cute. You just have to check that out in general.
Sometimes I have a craving for sushi, and Sushi Axiom is a really good sushi place.
So I'm a big sandwich person, and there's a really great sandwich place right around the corner from the school in the Great Outdoors.
My favorite barbecue restaurant here is called Heim Barbecue. It's also on Magnolia, and it's so good. The brisket just falls right off, and I'm like, ugh.
There's tacos galore in this town.
I love Mexican food. I love going to Chewy's.
I'm a big fan of Chewy's.
You have to go to Joe T. Garcia's.
And Joe T. Garcia's on the Stockyards is amazing.
One of my favorite restaurants is Salsa Limon, and if you love good Mexican food, y'all, it is so good. There is 3 locations in Fort Worth.
Guys, if you have never been to Torchy's Tacos, I highly recommend that as one of the first things you do when you get to Texas or when you get to Fort Worth. They have great tacos, great cheese dip. I love their cheese dip, and my friends make fun of me because I call it cheese dip and not queso, but back in Illinois, it doesn't matter what you call it.
Classic, can't go wrong with Torchy's or Velvet Taco, that's right by campus.
One of my favorite places, hands down, to go for food is a little restaurant called Austin City Tacos. They have this item on the menu called the State Fair, and it is absolutely delicious. If you love tacos, I would highly recommend this place.
I do have to make a plug for my favorite happy hour at Blue Mesa. They have a free quesadilla bar. You definitely get the most bang for your buck there.
This place called Blue Mesa that we go to a lot, they have a happy hour and free quesadilla bar, so good for those kids on student loans.
My favorite meal is probably Rusty Taco Breakfast Tacos, which is on Camp Bowie and really convenient to campus.
So if you love Mexican food, let's go. I'd love to go after class.
So for coffee shops, I like to study at the library, but I've been to a few good coffee shops. There's Ampersand on West 7th, and then Avoca is pretty good. And there's one called Buongiorno downtown, and that's pretty fun too.
For all you coffee drinkers out there, there's a lot of great coffee shops to check out.
There's a Sprouts nearby that has really good and cheap produce, and on Saturdays, like every other Saturday I think, they'll have a farmer's market at Clear Fork.
There's these bike stands set up all throughout Fort Worth. You can check out your bike, and then you have to just return it within the hour, but like I said, you get it for free. And they are set up downtown, across West 7th, and throughout the Trinity Trails, which is awesome.
We love the Fort Worth Zoo.
If you're looking for a place to fulfill your Western dreams, look no further than the Stockyard. And it's got Billy Bob's, the world's biggest honky tonk. If you don't know what a honky tonk is, go find out.
Fort Worth is the most amazing town.
I love it here. It's a great place to go to school.
I think you're gonna like your new home.
Can't wait to meet y'all.
If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We're here for you, and we would love to help.
I think you're gonna love it. We're getting excited to meet you.
So we can't wait for you to move here. James, can you say bye?
Bye.